Hey guys, welcome to American Asshole News Network. Your co-host Eric and Josh. We just pulled up down here to downtown Eagle Pass, so we're gonna get out. We're gonna walk down this direction, get into the park itself. We're gonna take you guys along the ride with us. Maybe talk to a couple people. Maybe some people will make some comments. We'll see. Let you guys make some judgments on that stuff. I apologize if it's a little windy because it is. It's excessively windy here today. So we're going to get down there. If you hear some wind, I apologize, but enjoy the video nonetheless. So, you guys ready? Here we go. Let's go on this trip.
And our favorite rocket ship.
I'm going to grab this extra battery. Let me roll the cable up here. We'll let Eric handle that stuff real quick so I can keep the feed going. All right, so we're in Eagle Pass. As you can see, I had to park away from the main strip down here, but we're gonna head towards Main Street, which is that direction, and the park is kind of back beyond all of that downhill. So you guys will also get to see the border crossing as we get down closer to it as well. So, you ready to go, sir? Right, taking a stroll. God bless America. Washington Street. We're gonna make a cross up a pass. Again, I apologize about the wind, but we're gonna get you guys down in between these buildings, and hopefully it will die down a little bit. We got our extra battery solar for the phones and the cables, so my equipment is fully charged. When we get down there, we're going to run it as long as we can, then we're going to switch to our backup batteries at one point. So the presence is great. Everybody's out and about, which you'll see when we get around this corner. When we came pulling in, we could see some people out here staging their protests and things already, which they were right up here on this corner past this pink building, so they may still be here. You may see them. It sounds like it. Yeah, see, we got some of these guys there. I think they are not for the border wall or the fencing. City of Eagle Pass.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hey.
We have an immigration problem. We have an imperialism problem, is what that sign said for you guys that wanted to know.
He has a book.
I bought his KC.
You got his book?
I got his book yesterday.
So, the environment's good here. It's nice downtown in the buildings. A lot of Americana, which you'll see when we get down here a little further. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and try to get across here. So, we're gonna cross this traffic real quick. Sorry. All right, yeah, we just didn't do that, so you guys know. But let's see, you got Customs and Border Patrol here. Again, the law enforcement is pretty heavy out here. Check on Eric back there. He's kind of... Free January 6ers is what that car says, the red car. Free January 6ers. We saw that guy yesterday at the other rally we were at. He's out here again in the streets. We're coming upon what appears to be an in-town checkpoint where they're directing traffic, but there's We got a whole group on the other side, and their signs say Abbott for treason and Trump for prison. We need to go across here, so are you ready to cross over? Going straight across. Excuse me. Hey guys.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
Right now, a lot of these people are saying that supposedly should take you.
So you got two different sides here.
And they need to apply those laws. It's one more time to go back to people.
If you guys
I hope you're losing your breath right now.
Hey, just stay on the sidewalk, gentlemen. The sidewalk, please.
Really taking you that long? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Let you come down? Let you come lower down? Oh, really? You can't do words?
So what are these?
Add you to my video collection because we've got a couple of YouTube channels I got on here, and then I say to my daughter, we're trying to get on X, but nothing. It won't let me do more than a 30-second video. So we're getting.
All right, guys, we're gonna keep rolling around, but we're just gonna see there's already some stuff going on here. You got the wall side all piled up over here, and then you got these guys over here on the corner that oppose it. So you got two different groups already going at it. A lot of law enforcement here keeping them separate, making sure they stay on the curbs. And we're gonna continue on this way for a second, let you guys kind of continue to see where we're going here. But we need to figure out how we're gonna get down into the park, which I believe it's up here. And then actually we could probably go that way. Alright, we're gonna keep walking. You guys are on live feed. Yeah. Alright, so give you kind of a view of why you can't really see anything from down that direction, but we're getting down through another intersection, which is not as rambunctious as the other one. So we'll see what's going on down here. We most definitely want to get you guys what's going on back there, so you can kind of see that before mainstream media gets a hold of it and turns it into whatever they're going to. Sorry about the wind. So keep walking. Hey, as a matter of fact, let's go. You want to ask him real quick? Wait, never mind.
Oh, shit.
Well, I saw the vehicles going in that way. You want to ask him? All right, so we're at another checkpoint here. Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, how you doing, sir? So we're at another checkpoint, and this one's like there's not much going on. Just keep going. I guess we can go back this way. Kind of see what's going back down on this corner for you guys. The chanters are saying, well, there are two signs, the flags they held up. One of them read Abbott for treason. The other one said, and the other sign read Trump for prison. And they're against the border wall and the sea wire, and most of their signs say our land, our decision, along those lines. So that's like an opposing faction of the people that are supporting the wall, which were on the right side. So I have to go back and listen again to exactly what they're saying. It was pretty loud, but the chants were changing also, so let me get that for you. So this gentleman seems a little angry. He's yelling at these ladies here that he was the governor of South Texas. So yes, absolutely, Rita. We're going to keep it coming to you guys and get as much on the ground for you guys as possible. I know how it is sitting at home reading a random article and kind of understanding if it's biased or not. You know, it's kind of difficult nowadays. So here, with your own eyes. So some of the signs read, "Our river, our land, our decision." Hate does not make America great. MAGA, go home. Faith doesn't hate. What the other ones are saying. And again, their flags read, "Abbott for treason and Trump for prison." So I'm following. Dave, okay.
Yeah, we did the
Yeah, the interview guy. Where do we? I guess the entrance is right here, huh?
We got the group of bad actors here. We've got another group down there on the corner. So they hold up a sign.
streets of
The
Berkeley.
lady starts reading off of her phone.
Cops just walked these guys over here.
Okay, yeah. So that first group they just merged with was the group that was on the other corner.
And the cops just walked them.
Yeah, they made sure they were going to get across safely or whatever the case is. But they're all meshed in together now.
There's another bridge. While you're being trying to go across legally, you can walk across the bridge very safely. Nobody drowned. While you climb across.
Somebody from this side is telling them the border's right there. You can leave if you don't like it. Somebody on this side also yelled "Adios, amigos," and obviously they're in opposition.
But I don't want to sit here and yell back. I don't think that we deserve it. You're going to run out of things to say because when you have to read the script, eventually the script comes to an end. Now you've got nothing left to say. Go down one more corner if you want to see me. They called us, they were running back convoy, a bunch of armchair.
He's instigating it.
He is.
He was just instigating.
He's instigating, yeah, for sure. And there's a couple bigger instigators over there, so it's going back and forth. So hard to say what, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught what this guy said.
No.
I don't know what you caught. If you didn't catch what he said.
The guy right there in the green?
Yeah, he said to this guy, "Say fuck Joe Biden" really loud. Now, that's
Oh, so
that's
this
coercion.
guy's cohesion and getting
Yes.
instigating.
Coercion.
Yeah. So. All right, so we're gonna see lead the way. See if you can find us a way into this park here. We're gonna get down in here and try to get some of this. We'll kind of report back on this area in just a little bit. We're cruising through.
Joe Biden's a criminal!
Yeah, they're all reading off their telephones. Let them have a telephone. There you can tell they're reading your script.
Oh, apparently you cannot get down into the park unless you have a special badge. So we're gonna.
I heard him say that they don't love America. Earlier when they were saying that
So if you guys didn't hear, this guy told the guy giving the interview to not talk to him because he belongs with the other side, is what was said. It is. It's actually the park right here that we're near is technically, it's a park. So Shelby Park. So why don't you go ahead and look it up and see what the regulations are on Shelby Park and things like that.
Why are they covering their faces? I want to be heard.
Could have been a play bar for the government. That's what's wrong.
Now, you don't think the fact that the same people are
People on the side.
So we can see there's a lot of media out here. All right, sounds good, Brad. Appreciate that. But there is a lot of media out here, and I hear a lot of chitter chatter about paid protests and things like that. A lot of people are talking this is all staged, which it may be, but we're here to show you. For you, those of you listening that are trying to hear what they're saying, that says faith doesn't hate. Faith doesn't hate is what they're chanting. As usual, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. But that's, like again, Rita, that's why myself and my partner, we decided we're going to come on the road to see for ourselves and give you guys a first-hand ride along with us. So that way we're not manipulated. We're not going to make any political statements. And we're just going to let you guys view it for yourselves. See the raw. No. So the right side are yelling "our country," and they were responding back with "our city." They're screaming, "Coming here illegally is a felony." We're gonna give you guys. We're gonna do a little wandering down the roads a little more, because apparently we can't get into the park unless you have a special pass because of the VIPs that are going to be present. So. Excuse us, fellas. Okay, so. Hey, how are you? Vagu. Es esto, Vagu. Onyx. As you can see, the law enforcement presence is pretty thick down here.
Are you going down? Yeah, I'm going.
And the entire time we've been here, it has been that way. Everywhere we've pretty much been. I'm sure it's in light of the situation of everything that's going on down here right now, but there's the Kickapoo Tribal Police, as you guys can see. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to try to get you guys as close as I can to this border crossing and let you guys see the fence and stuff like that. Unfortunately, Scott, thanks for joining us. You can't get down into the actual park unless you have a VIP pass, which probably has something to do with all the governors showing up down here and whatnot, and politicians. So we're stuck up on the main roads outside of it, but there's part of the border crossing, as you guys can see. The park is down there. All the grass down there you see is where they're going to be doing the event. So, and again, so you guys can see, know that, hey, we're actually here. If you look these places up, it's in where we're said we're at. So the park is down there. You can see all the vehicles in the parking lot straight off ahead. A lot of tents and things like that. I don't know where they're going to be doing this exactly. There's a lot of vehicles underneath this underpass, but I don't know if they have a stage set up, which
Looks like out in the distance there.
yeah, out in the distance out there, off to the left of the white little square tent you guys see out there, there's a group of a lot of people. I do see cameras flashing and things like that, so that looks like it's where it's happening at. Which I'm sure we'll see that stuff on the media. And we got the Maverick County Sheriffs are here, the city of Eagle Pass, and then down low you got your military checkpoints that are on the cross border, or at another checkpoint. So you see the border fence that rides right along there. Down at this checkpoint you got some Humvees with some soldiers down there. Everything's soft top. They're carrying weapons. I can't tell if they've got mags in. I seriously doubt they do. No, they don't. But AR class with bus stop platform. Yeah. So they're just soft tops, everything, and right at the border. But right here up in the road, they got this blocked off. So I would assume that's where they say the military is taking over, and that's one of the many spots. Now I don't know if this is just for show, which it may be. But here you guys go. Here's the proof. There's some guys down there at a gate. So we're going to continue on down the road down this way real quick and let you guys kind of see. And see what else we can give you guys eyes on. So, you guys saw them down there. If you're just joining us, we can't get down into the park unless you have a specialized pass. Go figure, right? So we're just gonna bring you everything we can from right here. And CJ and David, you guys kind of missed it. We're gonna go back. If you look in the beginning of this live stream, there's two opposition groups already going at it down the road down there, which we got some of, which we will return to.
Down the other side.
Yeah, we'll walk down the other side for you guys. We'll go around the blocks here, and we'll come up behind it all. See if we can.
Right there. It does look big.
Here you guys go. There's the border fence. I can't tell, David, if it's guard or actual federal troops, but the way that they were carrying themselves, I would say it was guard. So I myself am, prior service Army, and I could just looking at the guys, I know it's hard to tell from the live feed, but looking at the guys from where I was standing, they just looked what you would expect as an active duty guy from a guard guy, if you understand what I mean. So here's your International Bridge, number 1. So this is where they can walk across in and out, which is all good, right? So because they're taking the access points that are there, people are, and there's some stuff going on up there too. We're gonna walk down that way as well, and then we're gonna come back around on all the protesting going on. You guys are gonna get a first-hand view of that. So as the sign says, illegal to carry firearms, ammunition into Mexico. So that's the border crossing right there. That's where all the cars are coming in, if you guys can see. So we're standing literally right next to the awning where they're bringing all the traffic in and through. And they got this open, but all that is private. They got the private screen slips I would get a lot closer down there, except there was like 5 or 6 cops standing right next to us, and I had that all blocked off. So we're not going to come down here and break any of their laws or anything like that. We're going to try to stay respectable as much as possible, obviously. But ultimately, those guys did look like guard guys. So, how many yards? That's about a football field. That's about 100 yards.
Maybe 2.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe more, about 150 yards or so. So about 150 yards of an awning and crossing section. We're gonna come over here. You guys will be able to see the vehicles coming out of the checkpoint from the Mexican side into the U.S. So we just seen those 2 vehicles. They just now came across. We're just going to give you guys a bird's eye view of everything that's going on this way. So it looks like just like you'd see at a military checkpoint, maybe like the office out the front, but it looks for you military guys similar to our checkpoints, to our ECPs. I know it's always the double standard. I would agree there, but here's a long shot view of it. So there's the road that brings them in from that side, and that's the bridge crossing, basically the pedestrian passing down there where we had started at. So we're gonna continue down here. And now they've got traffic blocked for, it looks like, a couple blocks to the north, east, south, and west of the entire event. There's some more fencing and things like that. Also, interesting note. We've noticed since we've been down here, we talked to the farmer that owns the ranch that's all right on the Mexican border out there in Cuamago, where we were yesterday. And it's once a day he's having to go out in his gator, and he fills up basically a 50-gallon drum full of trash, and that's a daily thing. This gentleman's probably into his 70s. We didn't want to be rude and ask his age, but he was an older gentleman and had been there most of his life, and he'd been on that property, and he'd been cleaning up after everybody and everything. But he had said, like, the rivers, they control the flow of the river. The states do, or the government does rather. And when VIPs and people come down, they flood the river up, which it makes it look like it's harder for people to cross. And he said when nobody's around there, nobody's paying attention, that thing's almost, you can walk right across it, no problem. But what we saw firsthand, is the reason I bring this up is because we have been passing over this same inlet that runs off the Rio Grande itself, and today we went over the top of it, and it hasn't rained out here, mind you, since we've been here, but this thing was overflowing, and it had some rapids going through it. So it was definitely evidence that, you know, the controlled flow of water in that river system is definitely happening. So just a little side note for you guys. So you're reading, Eric?
Yeah.
Reader said, well, interesting that Mexico has laws and signs that, but it's not okay for America to do that. Right. Let's see. We're going to keep going down this way because we're going to come up behind. That's the first corner. There's a truck right there that you saw. We're going to keep crossing over. We're going to get back down into where everybody's at. We're just going to keep it rolling for you guys.
You want to take it down this way?
No, I'm gonna keep going. Hey, how are you? We're gonna come up behind the opposite side of the protest that we were originally on. Not that we were a part of either side of it. Like I said, we're here as just a document for you guys. Our personal feelings and opinions do not matter right now. This is purely for knowledge for you guys and us. Tired of seeing people say this is what it is. Well, let's see. All All right, so we're gonna get back down into the Main Street area here. I think it's right off one of these. Yeah, it's this corner up here, Main Street. We're gonna come up behind the opposite side of the protest that we originally started on. Where? He said there's a payphone. I think you're talking about a meter. I don't see a payphone, but holy crap, guys! Look, we're gonna go back and do a little nostalgia for us older crew. Yeah, so I'm 40, so for you guys that don't know, and these, believe it or not, these were still around when I was a child and a young man myself. So these were all over the place. So we're gonna give you guys first-hand look at a payphone that doesn't exist anymore. It's just on the booths. And this one's tore up. But yeah, man, they're still there. Hey, thanks, David. David said great job. All right, so we're about a block away from Main Street. We're gonna get up here and take a left. Sorry about the wind, guys. We'll do some editing to the sound later through our content stuff we have, our software. So, back alleys and stuff. Excuse me. Again, basically every corner you see, there's some type of law enforcement at one point or another every 10, 15, 20 seconds rolling through. So I just saw one, and this looks like another one right in front of us where we're about to be turning at. Nope. Yeah, it's a government vehicle. Had the sticker. Now, this is where the protests were, down here off this corner. And as you guys could probably tell from the video, that the daily life around here just continues as normal. You know, just a few blocks from everything else. Like the people that live here are just going about their daily routines. And then about a block away from where we're at right now, there's another cop. About a block away from where we're at right now, is where all the protesting and everything's going on. So it's a different world down there. We got the Kickapoo police, another vehicle parked on it. Mind you, that's a different one from what we passed earlier. If you guys would like, we can go around and kind of just check out some of these shops for you too, if you want us to. But it's exactly what you'd expect, the whole feel. How you guys doing? All right, so you got one group that oppose the wall, and the opposite group on the other side of the road. Now, earlier, as you guys can tell, they were screaming and yelling obscenities back and forth to each other. And those flags that you see flying on the side, one of them says Abbott for prison and Abbott for treason and Trump for prison. Now that's some locals and family members and things that have come together to protest the people on the other side that are pro-border. So we're live, we're down here, guys, so you can see it firsthand. That guy almost got beat up earlier. Sorry. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a group over there that have, they're wearing berets and things. We'll just try to get a better shot for you guys. Berets and face masks. Right there. Now, we've already heard a lot of people talking about these people on this side have been paid, and there's several people on that side have been paid, or whatever the case is, but we're not here to debate that or not. We're just here to let you guys see it and make your own decision. They're saying our city, our decision. Hey, what's up, brother? You wanna cross on the other side and just kind of come up behind that a little bit so we can get a better view for our viewers here? All right, guys, we're gonna go around and come up behind it a little bit and get you guys like a more of an in-person view of everything that's going on, so you guys can see. All right. We got a couple gentlemen wearing their hats and beards standing off to the back of all this too. Idaho stands with Texas. I think they're just watching their vehicles is what they're doing though. So you guys can see firsthand. That is correct, Brad. Yeah, there is a standoff going on. You got pro-border side, and then you got side here that we're standing next to that are definitely against it. And they are screaming, "Hi, Joshua." So you guys can see I don't mean to put you guys in camera. We're talking to a couple gentlemen. So the lady just came up. This is what they did. They turned it into a joke. So you guys can see it is kind of jokey. So we're gonna flip it back around for you guys real quick. And
so we just walked around about the meet people that weren't there for that crap, and a bunch of them told us that we need.
So you guys are tracking too. The lady with the beret and the mask and the guy with the beret and the beard, their attention is fully locked in our direction. I assume because we just
And they say you can't carry here. And
we all have that
carrying, so we all
natural look, I guess. So they perceive us as a threat, I would assume.
That wasn't why it came down.
Exactly. That's not why we're here.
we'll get you guys here on the other side too, so you can see what kind of people are kind of representing. And as you see, got a little bit of everybody, but there's a lot of law enforcement presence. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Rita. We're here, letting you guys see it firsthand. So, do us a favor, pass the word to everybody. Let them know what you're seeing. You know, because I guarantee you guys go back and watch the mainstream media version of this stuff, and it's going to be a lot more than what it really is. So here's the proof right now. You're more than welcome to come back and watch the live and show your friends how full of crap everybody has been. As far as it being what it said it was going to be. Now, I will say this, it does have like a paid feeling to it. Like there's people here that aren't here for the right reasons. All right. As you see there, we're going to walk across here in just a second. I'm going to let you guys read this sign. It says, Governor Little, this is an Idaho issue 2. Idahoans want it fixed. Oh, sorry.
No, I just didn't want to.
I don't want to get hit either. I'm just recording, documenting. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing this. Let's get everybody on it so they can see firsthand. Do you guys mind if I flip the camera? You guys are having. I don't want to. If you don't want to be on it, you don't want to be on it. I'm just for everybody. You see Eric chatting it up as he usually does. So. I'm going to go ahead and walk across the street and then go over to that corner, and then we're going to kind of mosey on. I'm just going to keep giving you guys some fresh rotating content of what anybody new that's rotating in. And we're going to get across here. Let's run across.
Are over there.
All right, so we're going to cross across the street here. So you guys can see everybody on this side. Got a lot of people. The gentleman back there in the gray shirt that you guys saw, he was the instigator on this side. Excuse me. Hey, how you doing, sir? We saw you yesterday. Yeah.
We know how to walk on the sidewalk. We've been doing it all day, haven't we?
That's right.
Get on the sidewalk.
That's right.
Why you put yellow tape in my way?
Get on the sidewalk. I can't.
Hey, girl, what you doing? What's your name? What's your number, girl? What's your name? What's your number? Stop. I'll talk to you earlier. Stop human trafficking. God's children are not for sale. I did not see that earlier. That's why I'm documenting. Yeah. Yeah. I want to document everything.
Stop human trafficking. God's children are not for sale.
I think that's something that a lot of people can agree on. No matter
I
who
believe
you
it
are,
so.
right?
Yeah.
That's a good message.
That's
Appreciate it.
that's a great message is what that is. All right, you guys saw it.
It's a great message.
It's one of the best.
Yeah, this flag needed to come out today.
Yeah, I believe so.
This is the flag for today.
You're all right. That's what it's truly about, right, guys? At the end result of things is securing our border so we can make sure stuff like that is not happening. I know we can't stop everything, but I mean, come on, we got to try, right? So.
The struggles and any questions that the local people have can hear. So,
So this guy right here, oh, sorry, brother, has been the one that has been instigating from this side. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
That right down there is Shelby Park.
So yeah, we're gonna give you guys a flip around of this right here too, so you can see. I'm actually gonna go over near this gentleman behind the cones. That's another entrance from just like the one we saw at the other end down there. It is controlled by military. Can't tell from this distance if it's guard or active. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's probably there's about a squad size element down at that gate. 2, 3 vehicles, and they're rotating shift right now as we speak.
Somebody said 353 people walked around Rumble. I don't know what they. Somebody said 98. Somebody said 50.
Oh, I think we can go down a little further. We're just going to keep walking. I'm going to go grab Eric. So we're going to go down this sidewalk down there because there's people down there in front of the gate. So we're going to get closer for you guys. Give me a second.
Why is that?
Let's go find Eric real quick. He was back on this corner, so he's probably still there.
Everybody left.
They're now chanting "Build the wall" on that side. They're going back and forth. For like in the beginning of it, it was just loud back and forth. But I think they got tired of yelling at each other. We're gonna walk down there. There's a bunch of people way down there. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of people standing on the corner down there recording and stuff like that. So we're gonna go on the other side where we're at and just walk down.
What, down in?
Yeah, in front of where the guard is down there. There's people all down there on that stop sign.
They might be.
We'll see.
At this location, standing by.
Oh, okay, I guess he isn't letting people down there. Then what's the deal with the people down there? So you guys can see firsthand. Yeah, there's a bunch of people down there on the corner. All right, so what do you want to do this time? You want to go back around?
Back down on that side.
All right, we're going to cut under.
They're all chanting in the chat. Build the wall. Build the wall. Build the wall. Build the wall.
Yeah, there's not a lot of opposition back and forth. They yell at each other for about 5 or so minutes. They get tired of yelling, then they'll take a break for 30, it seems. So Now, as you see, the crowd on that side of the road looks like it has dispersed compared to what it was. They're still kind of standing over there, but they lost 3/4 of the numbers they had. So did this side. So it's not like it lasted very long. Whatever it was probably for entertainment purposes, which you guys watch the news, see the news, just look it up. You'll see that if you see something like this, you saw it here first. It was a sham. People were paid. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get down there without getting shot or yelled at, because you already know me. I'll just yell back, you know. You might have to take over the phone then. But again, I want to be respectful. As much as possible, and it's completely dead down here on this other corner. All right, there's another entrance. Got a deuce and a half parked up on this fence. I don't see any dudes, but you know.
Probably like a couple days from now, they'll probably be open to the public. Alright, we'll stay safe, guys. Thanks.
All right, so we got.
Oh, I didn't know there was somebody leaving. Sorry.
You guys see it first down there. And it may possibly be the truth there, Brad. So with that being said, at least we have, you know, this documented proof for you guys to see. Cross-examine big media if they pop up something about this down here. Which I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't see any big media trucks or anything like that, or a big camera system. So any of the footage they get is probably going to be from some type of local contractor or a contractor they've hired to go out and get footage like this or something like that along these lines, or amateur footage they pay for and then manipulate or whatever the case may be. How are you doing? So we're continuing our jaunt back this way. Now, the event I know happened at 2:30 where the governors were supposed to be starting to speak or whatnot and things. So we didn't have the opportunity to watch that or anything because we've been up here for you guys. So with it now being 2:53, I don't know if they're still talking or if they're just one or two people talked and they're done talking, because these crowds just seem to have dispersed compared to what they were. Yeah, so if you guys notice, this side of the street, which was pro-border, are pretty much non-existent now. Except for the tall guy that was instigating in the green shirt, blue shirt, yeah, green shirt and hat. And you got some of these people that are still standing over there as well. So we do have some minor news crew kind of looking people is here as well. So, all right, guys, if anything pops off, we're going to bring it back to live to you. We're going to take a small break real quick to grab a drink, go back and grab a drink, and then we're gonna, if we see anything, we'll obviously pop the cameras on and get that as well. But we're gonna take a little small break here, and nothing's really progressing out of this except for what you see. We can't actually get down in the park, as you know, but there are military at each one of those gates at the border, at the crossings themselves down there through the parks and things. And I got to be honest with you, this is the first time we've seen any military since we've been here along this entire border system. So, all right, we'll be back. Absolutely, David. We'll be back here shortly. So you guys just keep in the loop, and God bless.